What is up, sports bettors? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, coming to you with some MLB best bets for tomorrow's betting slate. I do this as much as I can, get in early on the betting market, find mathematically profitable bets for the MLB. So tomorrow we have a bunch of different games. We got a full MLB betting slate for tomorrow, which means that there is full of opportunities to find. Of course, for me, the edge that I find betting on sports, I use the OddsJam Positive Expected Value to find all of my bets. The OddsJam Positive EV page provides betting opportunities where you are gaining the edge over the sportsbook. One of the dirty little secrets of sportsbooks, they generally have the edge over you. It's how they make their money is by pricing up odds a little bit more than what they should be and then just making the difference. So finding an edge when betting on sports is incredibly important. For me, it's gone pretty well. I've been using OddsJam for about a year now. My total profit is just above 13K. I started with a $25 unit size, have slowly crept it up since then. Now my unit size is at $100. And as you can see, with the bigger unit size means bigger swings in terms of profit and loss. But the goal obviously is to be profitable. 5% ROI, 13K in total profit in a year. I would say that's pretty good. Part of that strategy to make that profit is to get on early lines. So what I have up on the screen here is the date range specifically filtered for tomorrow, Friday, August 26th. I kept the recommended filters on to see how many plays there were. And here we go. 2 awesome, sharp, mathematically profitable betting opportunities for tomorrow. This first one is the Cincinnati Reds money line against the Washington Nationals, plus 108 odds. Have this one up here on FanDuel. Bet has been locked in. The next one that I have is the under 8 alternate run total in the Phillies versus Pirates game, plus 110 odds on Caesars. Have it up here. Another half unit play. Bet has been locked in. So now let's look at the plays and let's kind of talk about what we saw here. So let's start with the money line one first. The Reds plus 108 odds on FanDuel was the positive expected value play. The VIG removed prices this at about plus 106, plus 107 if you want to round up. So it's a smaller EV percent play, but it's still mathematically profitable and it's still a good bet. So one thing that I like about it is the market width only being at 10 cents. So market width is a way in which we can measure confidence in what lines are being priced at. The lower the number of the market width, the better. So for market width, anything that is 25 and below is going to be a sharp market. It's going to be a tight market. Anything that is 15 and below is really, really good. So this one being at 10 is a really tight market, and that's really good. Market width essentially measures confidence in what the lines are being priced at. So the lower the number, the better. That's kind of the logic behind that, why we look for low market width. So for this one, the plus 108 odds on FanDuel was a legitimate outlier when compared to every other sportsbook. So what we have odds up on the screen here, plus 108 on FanDuel. Every other book prices it closer to plus 100, except for Caesars, which has it even worse than that. So BetOnline, Sharp, Bookmaker, another sharp sportsbook in terms of pricing odds, prices this closer to even money, and we got it up at plus 108 on FanDuel. So all in all, equates to a profit margin of 0.7%. So this profit margin, this percent here, this also can be viewed as your edge you hold over the sportsbook. I know that the percents are a little bit different than what you are used to seeing if you have been following along on this channel. Basically, all we did was we no longer provided betting opportunities specifically that were EV to the OddsJam line only. Now we take into account a weighted average across all of the different sports books and provide EV opportunities from there. So of course the OddsJam line is still the sharpest line in the world, but now we're comparing other markets to give you even more profitable bets. It's not as if bets that previously were on the page were not profitable. These just have a little bit of a higher variance, so you don't have to deal with the swings. So if you look at my betting history, you see some just a horrible stretch of about 5 out of 6 weeks over the summer. A lot of this was baseball, but pretty low variance. With the OddsJam filters, this isn't with the recommended filters and with the new updated EV percentage, nothing like this should happen anymore. Of course, you're going to have bad weeks. Like last week, I was down about 550, but before that, I was up 900, and I'm up about 190 for this week so far. And this is all from using the OddsJam Positive EV page. So this is the first play, the Reds against the Nationals. And just looking at the matchup of tomorrow, I mean, first of all, the Nationals are the worst team in the MLB in terms of run differential. The Reds aren't so good themselves, but the Nats are starting a brand new pitcher, Cade Cavilli. Now, Mike Minor isn't the best pitcher in the world, but really when you can fade the Nationals and you can do it at plus money, it's probably going to work out in your favor, which is exactly what we did here. For this next one, logic is the same in terms of the math that we look at. In this case, a little bit lower percent at 0.18, which makes sense because the no vig odds are closer to the Caesars line at plus 110. The market width on this one is at 20 cents, so not as tight of a market as the FanDuel one. That was 10 cents. That was amazing, but still below 25, still well within range. And of course, still showing up with the recommended filters button checked, which lets me know that it is a sharp betting opportunity. In this case, we got it at plus 110. Every other book is pricing this, significantly below this number. Bet Online at plus 100, Bookmaker and FanDuel at minus 110, so lower, pretty significantly lower than the plus 110 odds that we got on Caesars, which is why I ended up locking this one in, another half unit play. So these are going to be my two betting picks. This one, of course, being in the Pirates versus Phillies game. So if we want to look at that one, just to look at the pitching matchup, the Phillies are getting Bryce Harper back, if I can find this game, are getting Bryce Harper back, but this is an offense that has really struggled in the injury. While they've been winning consistently, their offense has been struggling recently. They get Zach Wheeler on the mound, who should shut down the Pirates' poor offense. So I understand why this play has positive expected value, why it's a good play. So these are going to be my two options. Let me just add them both to my bet tracker. So I put $50 here, and I put $50 here. My two betting picks for tomorrow's MLB betting slate. Recommend you guys tail these, and that's going to be it. So thanks for watching. Would appreciate a like on the video, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. All that good stuff is really helpful. But again, thanks for watching and have a good one.